Beauty and the Beast, Part 1, The Curse and the Castle's Origin Prologue, in the shadows of the forest. Long before the tale of beauty began, before enchanted roses and talking candelabras, there stood a vast kingdom on the edge of an ancient, whispering forest. Within this forest, hidden from the world by time and magic, rose a grand chateau, not always cloaked in gloom, but once vibrant, alive with music, light, and splendor. Its master, Prince Alaric, ruled over the region of Varela land, of lush vineyards, sapphire lakes, and delicate wildflowers. Alaric was not a tyrant, nor was he a hero. He was a young man raised to believe the world revolved around him. He knew art, wine, and poetry, but not mercy, not humility. He had no queen, no siblings. His parents died young, leaving him in the care of tutors and nobles, who fed his pride more than his wisdom. Servants feared his moods, and the poor avoided his gates, for he rarely gave kindness without expecting a tale or favor in return. The winter ball and the beggar woman one bitter winter night. Snowstorm winds howled like wolves and frost curled upon the castle windows. Prince Alaric hosted a masquerade ball. The halls shimmered with gold, laughter rang through the corridors, and dancers twirled in a dazzling display of wealth. At the stroke of midnight, the great hall doors burst open. In staggered a cloaked old woman, her face half hidden beneath a weathered hood. Snow clung to her robe, and her voice trembled as she held out a single crimson rose. "Please, your grace," she whispered, her voice rasping like wind through dead leaves. "A night's shelter from the storm. I offer you this rose as a token of thanks." The guests drew back in revulsion. Alaric, insulted by her presence amidst his splendor, sneered. "Take your weeds and go. You belong in the stables, not my ballroom." The woman looked up slowly, her eyes glowing faintly gold, locked with his. "Are you certain?" she asked softly. "True worth is not in beauty nor gold, but in the heart that beats beneath." Mocking laughter erupted around her. Alaric turned away. Then the storm outside fell silent. The fire dimmed. The chandeliers flickered. The beggar dropped her cloak. In her place stood a sorceress, tall, regal, glowing with ancient power. Her golden eyes flared with sadness and fury. "You were given every chance to show compassion," she declared. "You have failed," the curse with a wave of her hand. The great hall shattered into silence. Walls cracked. Windows shrieked. The musicians dropped their instruments, frozen in place. Alaric cried out, but his voice twisted. His hands clawed at his skin as his human form dissolved into something monstrous, a towering beast with fur like midnight, horns like a stag, claws sharper than daggers, and eyes filled with wild grief. The sorceress turned to his court. "You who watched, who laughed, who served his vanity, you too shall bear this curse. Until he learns to love another, and earns her love in return, the spell will not break." Then, with one last flash of light, the castle was swallowed by the storm, unseen, forgotten, lost from the maps of men and the rose.